What was? Y'all know who it is. And you tuned in with Priceless Knowledge itself. And I figured I'd put y'all down with one last dose of this cosmic insight for the day. And say, man, here we are. We done reached the last and final sign in our Mars in the Sign series. And as I tell y'all every single day, man, I appreciate y'all so much for the love and support. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you. And we got so much more coming, man. We got Mars in the houses coming. You know, we got Sun and Mars mixes. We got Venus and Mars mixes. We got Moon and Mars mixes. We got rising signs coming. Like I always say, we're going to get to Vedic and discuss nakshatras and yogas and, doshas. I said yogas. Doshas. And we're also going to discuss numerology and, Myers-Briggs personality types. We got a lot coming, man. And I can't wait to bring it to you. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Because this right here, this going to be a little something about those people that have Mars and Aquarius in their natal chart. And yeah, shit's about to get a little peculiar. Nah, all BS to the side, man. You already know what I'm going to do first, man. I'm going to bring y'all a little bit about Mars and astrology. And I also give a quick breakdown about the sign of Aquarius and astrology. So with that being said, man, let's get it cracking. Mars is the fourth planet from the sun. It rules the first house and the sign of Aries, and to a smaller degree, the eighth house and the sign of Scorpio. It comes into the chart and calls us to action, man. And that's because it rules over passion, drive, energy, and our inherent sense of determination. It really commands us to stand up, be noticed, and get some shit done, man. Because, as I say every time, sitting on the sidelines, nah, that belongs somewhere else in the cosmos, man. That ain't Mars. Mars rules over the military, but more simply put, it speaks to the power and confident expression of each one of us individually. Ambition and competition are under Mars' umbrella, and it represents our stamina. And whether it be at work or at play or no matter what you got going on, Mars wants you to be at your best when meeting challenges, because Mars is confrontational, man. In a birth chart, it represents our sense of aggression and even the way we address it, when it comes from outwardly projected sources. And it can be a big indicator of sex drive, especially in men. And it can also kind of let you in on how people like to get down, their preferred style of action, how they move. And, wherever Mars shows up in your chart, it really speaks to how we assert ourselves physically and channel our aggression in this lifetime. So, what is the sign of Aquarius? Hold on, y'all. This shit is loud in a bit. Aquarius is the 11th sign of the zodiac. It rules over the 11th house. It's ruled by Uranus and to a smaller degree Saturn. And it rules over the shins. Its symbol is the water bearer. And its mantra is, I know. This here is fixed air, y'all. And Aquarius energy for me is all about social conscience and individuality. And Aquarius is tasked to take the world to a better place, and it's extremely visionary and pioneering and engaging others in the process is kind of what it likes to do. Wherever Aquarius shows up, it's going to stand out and lead the way to a better tomorrow through quantum leaps. It's about quirky authenticity, electric energy, and exploring new ways to advance the world into a brighter tomorrow. Being the water bearer, Aquarius is about putting your feelings to the side and getting things accomplished. And it's the polarity of Leo. Leo's kind of leader, where Aquarius is kind of loner, So, what about these people that have Mars and Aquarius in their natal chart? Yeah, we finna get to them. When I picture these peculiar people, man, I envision somebody who's always hyper aware of the crowd, but also fiercely individualistic at the same time, which can inspire others and agitate change, but also be a conundrum that leads to a lot of clashes with a lot of people too, man. It's a motherfucker because they can be a lightning rod for a group on one hand, but also frazzle everybody at the motherfucking same time with their ideas that, you know, are a little too far out there or that are just going against the grain for no reason. You know, these people are inventors, rule breakers, and genius networkers, man. These ain't alphas or betas, man. These are sigmas, you dig? Brilliant loners, freaks, and rebels, and, you know, eccentrics right here, for real. Aquarius Mars motherfuckers, you know, have a will to be the conductor of the orchestra, but usually mostly only at the visionary stage of the shit, you know. Because a big frustration for these people is that they're out of sync with a big frustration for these particular people comes when they get out of sync with their little squad or whatever, which might be them tripping out their motherfucking selves. I can say that. And, you know, becoming perpetually disruptive because they can so clearly see the motherfucking path to improvement, but, you know, they feel like can't nobody else see what the fuck they see. And a lot of times they can't because a lot of people don't have the mental capacity they have and don't see things through quantum leaps. They have to process it first, which Aquarius doesn't have to process much at all first. They know what the fuck they need to do and they get it done. You know, these people are tasers of the world, are the tasers of the world, pardon me. And, you know, they can always play devil's advocate, which is a role that gains a lot of friends and adversaries for them both in this lifetime. And they really don't give a damn about either one, you know. They give a damn about things in a broad way, but they don't really care about how you feel personally because they have something else that they have in mind that they're trying to accomplish, man. Mars and Aquarius folks really shine in the company, though, of like-minded eccentrics like themselves. And the idea is that when they're able to be their weird selves and join a group of motherfuckers just like them, they really fucking flourish, man. And it can get weird, but, man, it can get genius, too, man. So, in summary, you know, the syndicates these people join are kind of everything, man. And their associations are pretty much the main means by which they act on their goals, which might make them opportunistic when it comes to them looking for friends or even lovers sometimes. So be careful. You got to be up on game because they peeping you for a reason. You know, and sometimes they'll go from group to group, you know, as they mature through this life, you know, as to whatever cause they might be championing at this time or whatever their deepest interest might be or whatever they feel that they're mastering at that point, which they can master a lot, you know. No hating, but this ain't Gemini, man. This is fixed. On the sexual side of things, you know, these are freaks that can't be put on a leash. They want to explore and learn and, you know, dare to be great in all the most eccentric ways. As long as their mind is stimulated, just as much as all the other parts of their body, you know, you're going to be looking for you. If you're looking for sensuality, like that ain't going to be here. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a tough pill to swallow. But other than that, you know, you can expect them to be into electronics, maybe, you know, biting and all kinds of shit. They down with the toys, man. And, you know, you can try them out. They want to try you out, man. But just don't let your feelings get in the way, you know. And just like Libra, Mars, and Libra, Gemini that came before this, man, it has to begin in the mind. This is air energy before it goes anywhere else. And in this case, you know, the mind is a playground, you know, it's an amusement park. It can be a very odd, but maybe even fun place to be, you know. I don't know. Like I said, I got Mars in Capricorn. Moving on, though. Aquarius Mars natives get irked by small minds most of all. They don't have a lot of patience for stupidity, to say the least, which makes sense when you realize that the water bearer is a sign that meets life through a charged intellect. You know, like I said, it's nobody boosting them. They're just that smart. This is this little active scanning that they do to test waters and take note of overall tone, which they strategically kind of play to their advantage if they can, you know, it's a beast. That's what makes them different. You know, they have all the skills that, you know, water scientists have, but they don't let their emotions get in the way. They have the intuition. You know what I mean? They have the care. You know what I mean? They have the emotional intelligence. They just don't let it get in the way of what the fuck they trying to do. And that's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty awesome, huh? And my advice for y'all that do have, you know, Mars in the water bear is to stop thinking you're better than people just because they ain't up on quantum physics like you are. You know, instead of turning your nose up at a motherfucker, how about turning your smile on and helping them? Which I think you have all the energies present to do. So do it. And the energies that you don't need, leave them alone. Because just because you build like that, don't mean you have to build like that. You feel me? Hey, man. This has been some Priceless Knowledge itself. And this concludes our Mars in the Sign series, man. We got a whole bunch more coming back at you. But if you fucking with me, please like, share, and subscribe, man. Hit that like button. Go join my Facebook group, Priceless Knowledge Yourself. If you're interested in the astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Okay? And that's in Western Vedic and even numerology, okay? Until I see y'all again, man, which will be probably Monday, because I'm taking Sunday off. My Cowboys are playing. And you can hate me, I don't give a fuck. But until I holler at y'all again, man, y'all keep it real, man. Stay yourselves out of trouble. Don't go backwards. Don't get caught up in negative cycles, man. Tell your people you love them because you never know when it's over with. I'm out.